Hello seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Venus, the planet of love, the planet that controls the relationships, harmony, luxury, is right now with Mars in the sign of Leo. This is a Purush and Prakriti formation. This is a very power-packed combination, especially for people having bad relationship. This is a power-packed combination for people with media industry. This is a powerful placement of Mars and Venus with respect to anything that is associated with glamour, associated with luxury, associated with business that involves beauty. Even business like website designing, which is user experience. Mars is also in Magha Nakshatra, and Mars will move into Purva Falguni Nakshatra on 10th of August. But what really happens on the next day is something unique. Venus moves into Virgo zodiac sign. And this video we will discuss more about Venus in Virgo and its effect on all of us. But subscribe to this channel. Don't forget that. Hit the bell icon. Follow the Telegram channel to get all the links. And you can follow me on other social media platforms for more quick astro updates. Something interesting will come on Instagram. And to support the channel, learn astrology and learn difficult concepts of astrology and unique videos, concept videos on Jyotish. Follow me on Patreon, join the membership on Patreon or YouTube membership, because in both these places I'm going to bring some exclusive member-only content. And if you want to take my consultation, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. Let's begin with Venus transit in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a zodiac sign that you can say is the zodiac sign of debilitation of Venus, especially towards the end of the Virgo zodiac. When Venus enters Virgo, Virgo is a dry place. When Venus goes in the sign of Virgo, it represents fight, it represents battle, it represents Shakti. It is no longer represent love, romance, marriage in the sign of Virgo. Rather, it represents struggle. It represents the fighting stand of a feminine energy. Because after all, Virgo is the natural 6th house, and it is the house where all the fights, all the dispute, all the battle takes place. It is the competitive house. Although Venus don't like competition, but if the Venus is going in that particular house, you are bound to face such kind of competition. The interesting thing is that when Mars goes into Purva Falguni, which is a nakshatra associated with planet Venus, Venus is in Mercurian zodiac of Virgo, and Mercury is in the sign of Leo. All this happens within a couple of days. So there's a lot of change that happens between 9th and 11th of August. For Mercury, I have uploaded a video. You can watch that. The link is in the description box below. Now, definitely Venus represents love, romance, relationship. All this goes for a toss. This becomes a dry area for a brief period of time till 6th of September. Although this is a very small transit, but it's going to impact all of those in a maximum way who has a Venus in Virgo in their own chart, Venus in Pisces, because now Venus will be directly opposite. Or if you are a Virgo moon sign or Virgo ascendant. So Virgo in this way is going to get impacted the maximum. This is the time when you should be very careful about any kind of argumentative relationship. This is the time when you have to be polite, humble, and you should chant Mahishasur Mardini Stotra, Aigiri Nandini Stotra of Ma Durga to improve the quality of Venus in your horoscope. And it should also you should do Anulom Vilom Pranayam to have a masculine and feminine energy balance in your body. Whether you are a male or female, doesn't matter. The balance should be there. Because on one hand, in the sign of Leo, Mars and Sun is going to dominate. On the other hand, Venus is falling weak. So in this case, Venus has to be improved. You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel claustrophobic in relationships. Few relationships can suddenly show sign of breakups. Marriage can show some symptoms of going faulty, going haywire. All that has to be controlled through proper channelization of Martian and Venusian energy. Because till this date, Mars and Venus are going positively, they are going hand in hand, and they are quite together, comfortable from a very long period of time, because in Cancer also they were together, in Leo they are together. And suddenly, Mars is losing the strength of Venus. So this means suddenly a masculine strength is losing the feminine support. And therefore, the masculine energy can become desperate to take control of the feminine part or to stop the feminine part, which means people with weak moon will face scenarios where they are feeling lonely, left out, whether they are feeling that they are not valued in the relationship, and the relationship can be anything. A friend-to-friend relation, husband-wife relation. So you have to value every relationship in your life. You have to value every possible circumstance in your life. Venus also represents luxury. Then when Venus goes into Virgo zodiac sign, it means fight for resource, fight for luxury. So you should be very careful where you are investing your money. When Venus goes in Virgo, Rahu is 9th from Venus and Saturn is 5th from Venus. So this is a trine. And when Venus will find Ketu 3rd, Saturn 5th and Rahu 9th, itself being debilitated, and the dispositor of Venus in the 12th house from Venus, this is not a positive position for Venus. Although the position of Venus with respect to Taurus is okay because it is 5th and it's an Earth zodiac, so initial 15 degrees Venus won't have a problem. But when Venus crosses the 15 degree of Virgo is when the real problem starts. So the second half of the Venus transit has to be dealt carefully. Also with the sign of Libra, Venus is 12, so this is a loss of balance. So suddenly there will be a shift of power, suddenly there will be a loss of balance, and that balance must be maintained at all cost. In your life, in your profession, everywhere. Now you have to understand which houses are ruled by Venus. Say for example, for Sagittarius ascendant, Venus rules your 6th and 11th house. So you need to take care of your finances because these are two Upchaya houses. You need to be careful when you are coming in dispute with a female. Whether it's a man or woman doesn't matter. Any dispute with regard to feminine energy must be dealt carefully. Donate to female child education. Respect women, that goes without saying. In fact, respect everybody, because when Venus goes in the 6th house, it can also cause a defamation kind of scenario, and you have to also take care of your physical health. Say for example, if you are a Aries ascendant, so in that case Venus rules your 2nd and 7th house. It rules your family and marital relationships. So it's going for Aries ascendant, it will impact the marriage area, the personal side of life. Say if you are a Taurus ascendant, then your 1st house and 6th house are ruled by Venus. So it's more about health. If it is a Gemini ascendant, then in that case, one of the trine is ruled by Venus, 5th house and 12th house. It shows more concern towards love, romance, relationship. It can convert love into lust. You can get some negative impact from your love life. If it is a Libra ascendant, then in that case you will see that your 1st and the 8th house are ruled by this Venus, and this Venus is going into the 12th house. This means sudden expenses that is associated with you. Your investment can be put into it or can be converted into a loss or expense. You need to be careful how you are putting and where you are putting your money. Let's take an example of Pisces ascendant. In case of Pisces ascendant, if you observe the position of Venus, Venus rules your 3rd and 8th house. Now this is very unique because 8th house is natural transformation, 3rd house is 8th from 8th, it's a Bhavat Bhavam. Where does Venus go? 7th house. It means transformation of marriage. Major shifts happening in business, public gains, public money, how public thinks about you. For Aquarius ascendant, Venus rules your 9th house and Venus rules your 4th house. So definitely it means that it's more about your family, your father and mother, your home, travel. So you have to be very careful on all these areas. This also means that Venus is going in your 8th house, and when Venus goes in your 8th house while being the 4th and the 9th lord, it means sudden travel, sudden expense towards home, sudden expense towards education, major shifts in your life, loss from marriage. All these things have to be made clear in your horoscope. If you're a Cancer ascendant, then Venus actually rules your 11th house and 4th house. Now this is a very positive position, because in spite of ruling your 4th and 11th house, Venus goes in the 3rd house. But when Venus goes in the 3rd house, Venus is going to aspect the 9th house, and this can make you restless. This can make you desire something that is not feasible for you. You will target something that is unreachable, because 11th house is house of expectation, 3rd house is efforts. If you're a Leo ascendant, then Venus has a very unique placement for you, because Venus rules your 3rd and the 10th house. So it's more about career. Both houses are the houses of career, your efforts. And when it goes in the 2nd house, Venus moves from your ascendant to the 2nd house. It means that your family is asking you to stop. Your family will become your hurdle. Your own words, your own commitment can become your hurdle. Maybe you have committed somewhere and now you have got a better job, but you can't because you have already made a commitment. So make your commitments wisely and fulfill your duties, fulfill your commitments. If you're a Scorpio ascendant, then Venus will rule your 12th house and your 7th house. So definitely it involves marriage, it involves intimate relationship, it involves disputes related to marriage, and that goes in the 11th house. That means don't expect much out of this. Be very practical, be very grounded. And for you, grounding exercise is utmost necessary, especially if you are a Scorpio moon, because Ketu is transiting on your moon. And when Venus also goes down, you may feel suddenly isolated, lonely, alone, frustrated, depressed. You have to be careful on that angle. If you're a Capricorn ascendant, then Venus in a way rules your 5th house and the 10th house. This Venus is more about career, change of career, learning something new. And when this Venus goes in your 9th house, you have to be slightly careful about your true role in your career, your true role and your true duty, your true responsibility. In fact, what is your dharma? You may have to do few things that you don't want to do, but you will have to do because it's your dharma. It's like somebody who is into development is pushed into support, but he has to because it is his dharma. Somebody who is in one line of business have to follow another line of business, dharma. This also means that you will have to be very careful about your own children. You must upgrade, learn, because you will be questioned on what you know. And if you're a Virgo ascendant, then Venus rules your 9th house and 2nd house. It's more about belief system. What you have believed is going to break, especially about yourself, your identity, your personality, because now Venus goes in your 1st house. And you are the most impacted Lagna, moon sign, and you have to be very careful from this angle. So these are the variety of ways with which Venus can impact your life, different angles, depending upon what moon sign or ascendant you are in. If it is moon sign, take it as an emotional way of impact. If it is an ascendant, it's a physical way of impact. So try to balance the energy. It's more about trying to gain balance. Try to focus on the zodiac sign of Libra more than the Taurus. Because with respect to Taurus, it's fine, but with respect to Libra, it's the loss. So which means properties of the Taurus will be used to balance the properties of Libra through Virgo. So that is something which you have to be careful. Libra will show deficiency, Taurus will be consumed more. Just check these two houses in your horoscope. So overall, this Venus transit in the sign of Virgo has to be dealt with a lot of practicality, less emotion, more of brain, but then trying to understand the other side, no dominance whatsoever, but a proper friendly connection. If Mars and Venus can maintain friendship, and if you can maintain harmony, this will become extremely positive, because after Venus in Virgo, Venus goes into Libra, but Mars goes into Uttara Falguni. You can say this is the testing time for humanity, that are we standing up for each other? Because this is where God will judge us. This is where the universe will judge us. Are we truly standing for our relatives, friends and family and the loved ones? Because after that, when Mars is in Uttara Falguni and Venus is in Libra, things are bright once again. Thank you for watching this video, and please share your views in the comment section and your experiences in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe the channel, share the video among family and friends, and spread the word of astrology. We'll meet in the next video. This is your host Punneit. Namaste.